This quiz is organized by Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology in partnership with Eridec Ghana Limited and the Ghana Education Service. The aim of the quiz is to enhance the knowledge and understanding of the basic principles underlying science, ICT, and mathematics, and to empower the study of science and maths from the basic level of education. So at this point, we are really, really grateful to the brains behind this contest. The most amongst them is the Vice Chancellor, Professor Mrs. Rita Akosia-Dixon of KNUST, the Provost, Professor Leonard Amakuji, and we really appreciate the efforts of the chair of the Planning and Organizing Committee, as well as the members of the committee for their hard work in bringing this contest thus far. This afternoon, we are going to have our second contest in the quarterfinal stage, and we have these 3 schools competing. When we finish with our contest today, we will have 2 of the competing schools qualifying for the next stage of the competition, which will be the semi-final stage, and then they can progress to the final stage. We will therefore encourage all participating schools to bring out your all, so you are able to make it to the semi-final stage. Because the competition is becoming keener and keener. And at this point, we are going to select the 2 best schools to proceed to the next stage of the competition. We will select a school to proceed to the next stage of the competition. So I would want to congratulate the contestants for coming this far, for passing through the preliminary stages and making it to the quarter-final stage. Your school is proud of you, and as you are seated here, I will entreat you to relax and give out your all. You are the ambassadors of your school, so make your schools proud again. We have sponsors who have contributed to the success of our competition this far, and we would like to acknowledge them. We have GTP that provided us with the clothing of the quiz mistresses and also some awards that we will see in the end of our competition. Coca-Cola, for your occasions and functions, they open to better. Kingdom Books and Stationery is available for all your stationery needs. And then we have the Lux City, which is the main media house for the program. Lux City, we make memories together. Dex Technology Limited, a new beginning for new engineers. Fair Green, Intelligent Business Solutions. Mocha Looks, Pure Beauty. Mocha Looks does the makeup of the quiz mistresses, and they make the quiz mistresses look very beautiful. If you want to look as beautiful as I am, go to Mocha Looks. For your photography and videography, Fonjo Images is available, and Fonjo Images will take care of the portraits during the final stages. We would also like to acknowledge our media. GH1, your best experience. Ultimate 106.9 FM. Ultimate, experience it. So we are grateful to our sponsors for sponsoring our program and bringing us online. Before we start the contest, we know the schools that have come for the contest this afternoon. However, we do not know the representatives of the various schools. So I will mention the name of your school, and then you will mention your name to us so that we get to know those who are representing the various schools that are competing this afternoon. PREMPEH Basic A JHS is represented by
Menya Emmanuel Kofi.
Kelvin Echampon.
Thank you very much. Please give them a round of applause. QUAINOO Memorial School is represented by
Mensanya Abri.
And
Martins Azukrekene.
wonderful. Give them a round of applause. SOS MEM School is represented by
Osman Hart Jr.
and
Katrol of Oswenchi.
thank you very much. Thank you, audience, for cheering your schools up. We want you to continue cheering them, and you should know that we also have audience online, Facebook, Twitter, and GH1. This contest, we would have 4 rounds. The first round is the fundamentals. The second round, we call it the fastest finger. And then the third round is technology challenge. The fourth round is decoding the clues. I will give instructions at the beginning of each of the rounds so you know exactly what to do. So please pay attention at the beginning of each round so you follow the instructions. Good luck to all schools, and make the best school win. Now, round 1. Round 1 is the fundamentals. And this round will consist of questions in the area of biology, chemistry, physics, mathematics, and ICT. If a school answers a major question from this round correctly, the school scores 3 points. If the question is incorrectly answered, it becomes available as a bonus for the 2 other schools to compete for. The score of a bonus question is 1 point. Schools will have 15 seconds to answer questions that do not require calculations and 40 seconds to answer questions that require calculations. Bonus questions are open to the 2 schools to compete for by ringing the buzzers in front of you. If you fail to press the buzzer before answering the question, your question or your answer becomes nullified and you stay out of that question. Even if you got the question or the answer correctly, you are out of that question at the time. So let's test our buzzers to see if they are working. We will start with PREMPEH Basic A. Okay. And then QUAINOO Memorial School, your buzzer. SOS HERMANN MEM School. The buzzers are all working. So we wish all contesting schools good luck. Now, question 1. The first question will go to SOS HERMANN MEM JHS. It's a preamble to all schools, so you should all pay attention. You are supposed to give the balanced chemical equation of the following whole numbers. So give the balanced chemical equations of the following whole numbers. So we have H2 plus O2 producing H2O. Yes, Osman.
2H2 plus O2 maps onto 2H2O.
That is correct. Nana QUAINOO Memorial JHS, balance the equation. Mg plus O2 producing MgO. Yes, Martin.
2Mg plus O2 reacted to form 2MgO.
That is correct. PREMPEH basic A, JHS. Balance the equation N2 plus H2 producing NH3. Raise your hand and I will call you. Yeah.
N2 plus 3H2 maps to 2NH3.
That is correct for 3 points. So we have our second set of questions, and we will start with Nana QUAINOO Memorial JHS. What name is scientifically given to a group of stamen? What name is scientifically given to a group of stamen? Yes, Abri.
Andresium.
Andresium is correct for 3 points. Now, PREMPEH basic AJHS. What name is collectively given to a group of sepals and petals?
A group of sepals is calyx, and a group of petals is corolla.
So, the name given to a group of petals and sepals.
Period.
Okay, so it becomes a bonus question to the two schools, and I will take it from SOS.
Perianth.
That is not correct.
Non-essential holes.
That is not correct. So the expected answer is tepals. It's tepals. Okay, we'll move on to SOS, HERMANN, MEINER, JHS. What name is given to a group of pistils?
Gynosium.
Gynosium, I'll give it to you. Okay. Okay, thank you. Question 3. I would start with PREMPEH basic A. Circles and entericals, or intestinal juice, refers to secretion of glands of small intestines. It contains many enzymes. Each school should give one enzyme found in the circles and entericals. I'll take it again, so all schools pay attention. Circles and entericals, or intestinal juice, refers to secretion of glands of small intestines. It contains many enzymes. So, now, PREMPEH basic. Give one enzyme that is found in circles and entericals.
Eruption.
Eruption is correct for 3 points. SOS, Hermann, MEM, you would want to give another enzyme?
Lipase.
Lipase is correct. Now, Nana QUAINOO.
Pepsin.
That is incorrect. SOS.
Pancreatic amylase.
Pancreatic amylase, that is not correct. The bell is out already. So we could have maltase, lactase, sucrase, enterokinase are all enzymes that you could have mentioned. Now, question 4. It's also a preamble to all schools. It is calculating, and so you may want to write. The angles of a triangle are in the ratio 3:2:1. The angles of a triangle are in the ratio 3:2:1. SOS, your main question. Find the difference between the measure of the smallest angle and the biggest angle.
$90.
That is not correct.
30.
That is incorrect. Nana QUAINOO.
60.
60 is the correct answer. So, Nana QUAINOO, your main question. Find the measure of the sum of the smallest angle and the bigger angle. The sum of the smallest angle and the bigger angle. Aubrey.
120.
120 is not correct.
120 degrees.
That is incorrect. Bonus? Bell out. The correct answer is 90 degrees. 90 degrees. PREMPEH basic, your major question. Find the measure of the biggest angle. Yes, Mainia.
90 degrees.
90 degrees is correct for 3 points. Question 5 is also a preamble to all schools. Find the value of x in the following. 5 raised to the power x equals 1 to 5. Yes, Aubrey.
X is 3.
X is 3. Now, PREMPEH basic A. 3 raised to the power x is equal to 1/27. Yes, Calvin.
3 raised to the power -3.
That is correct for 3 points. SOS, Hermann, MEM, JHS, your main question. 2 raised to the power x equals 64.
X equals 4.
That is incorrect.
5. X equals 5.
Nana QUAINOO.
X is 6.
X is 6 is the correct answer. Question 6. Also a preamble to all schools, and you may then pay attention. Define the following and give one example each. We'll start with PREMPEH Basic. Incandescent objects. Yes, MEM, Emmanuel.
Incandescent objects are objects that produce light when hot.
Exactly the point. Thank you. And then you may want to give an example.
Sun. The sun.
What did you say?
The sun.
The sun. Okay, I'll give it to you for 3 points. SOS, HERMANN, MEM, JHS. Transparent objects.
They are materials which we can see through easily.
You can see through easily. It's correct. And then?
Glass.
Glass is correct for 3 points. Nana QUAINOO, your question is translucent objects. Translucent objects. Abri?
They are objects that allow small amount of light to pass.
Small amount of light, and then? Example?
Frosted glass.
Frosted glass is correct for 3 points. Question 7. SOS, your main question. You may want to write, you have to calculate. If a crane lifts a load of 3,000 newtons to a height of 4 meters in 6 seconds, what is the power of the crane? Yes, Catriel.
2,000 watts.
2,000 watts is correct for 3 points. Nana QUAINOO. A set of pulleys is used to lift a bolt weighing 990 newtons. The bolt is lifted 2 meters in 55 seconds. What is its power? So you were bailed out. It goes for a bonus, and I'll take it from SOS.
36 watts.
36 watts is the correct answer. PREMPEH Basic A, your major question. Calculate the power of a pump which can lift 200 kilograms of water through a vertical height of 6 meters in 10 seconds. Take G to be 10 meters per second. Yes, MEM, Emmanuel.
1,200 watts.
Correct for 3 points. Question 8. You have to indicate whether the statement I'm going to give is true or false. I'll start with Nana QUAINOO Memorial JHS. Land breeze occurs as a result of sea breeze. True or false? Yes, Martins. False is the correct answer. PREMPEH Basic AJHS. Land breeze occurs in the night. True or false? Yes, Emmanuel?
True.
That is true. SOS. The sea breeze occurs as a result of convectional currents. True or false?
True.
True. PREMPEH Basic A. We are on question 9. Silicon is an example of elements that can be used for thermostats. True or false, Emmanuel?
True.
True is the correct answer. SOS. Mercury is an example of elements that can be used as thermometric liquid. True or false, Catriel?
True.
True is the correct answer. Nana QUAINOO Memorial JHS. Argon is an example of elements that is classified as a noble gas. True or false, Abri?
True.
True is the correct answer. Question 10. I'll start with SOS, HERMANN, MEINER, JHS. The abbreviation of DOS in computing stands for Disk Operating System. True or false? Catriel?
True.
True is the correct answer. Nana QUAINOO Memorial JHS, the abbreviation of USB in computing stands for Universal Serial Bus. True or false? Martin?
True.
True is the correct answer. And PREMPEH Basic A JHS, the abbreviation of FTP in computing stands for File Transfer Programming. True or false? Emmanuel?
False.
False is the correct answer. Thank you. So we have come to the end of the first round of the competition. We have Nana QUAINOO Memorial JHS having 23 points. SOS HERMANN MEINER JHS had 25 points. And PREMPEH Basic had 29 points.
Mata Ankuma. Hey,
Oh, Chaisa.
now want to manage so Jamaica GTP on.
Ayo.
Joro. Hey, with them four. No beauty in some faded.
Me da say. So when him say GTP there, and one of me this sporty. Now your design is not so there. And ye endless. I mean, in Chemuda.
Tremuda.
Clemento.
Yes.
You know I really like you.
Okay.
But that's your fabric. It doesn't look genuine.
Oh no, your design, GTP design.
GTP put the printed colors be sale. Share. When buying GTP, always check the design number on the label. The same number is printed on the selvage.
I'm a Philippa. But they work out, because one I believe you. We are too much. We are genuine.
That's same.
Yeah, we do a tremble be what? The 7 circles of Alapque. Jack, shine your eye.
GTP is available in various shops, open market and online at www.buygtp.com.
GTP, timeless.
My first picnic, yay!
Got the breakfast?
Check.
Good,
And the baby has an umbrella.
Check.
good,
Get the baby bowl and spoon.
good.
Got it.
I That's my daddy.
Yumvita?
Yes, what about my Vita?
Yes, all the flavors: wheat, rice, and maize and wheat.
Yay! What about me? You see your life.
Yumvita, enriched with Nutri-V, contains all the essential vitamins and minerals to help you grow big and strong. Yumvita, a delicious way to grow.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Now we would move on to round 2. Please pay attention. This round is the fastest finger round. In this round, we will have one question read out, and contestants will compete to be the first to answer. Each question carries a score of 4 points. When a contestant is ready to answer, they should press the buzzer before they attempt to answer. Answering before pressing the buzzer will disqualify the school from answering the question. After the buzzer is pressed, the contestant must answer in 3 seconds. If a school gets the answer wrong, the 2 remaining schools get to compete to answer. A wrong answer in this round attracts a penalty of 1 point. So, best wishes to all schools as we start the round. Now, question 1. What is the name of the first computer network? SOS.
Abacus.
ARPANET.
Apranet.
That is correct, and our answer goes to Nana QUAINOO Memorial. You are competing with time, so if you are not able to get the answer correct with the first attempt, you lose it. Okay. Now, question 2. Are you ready? Okay. After increasing an article by 20%, the price was 3,000 Ghana cedis. What was the original price? SOS.
150,000 Ghana cedis.
That is incorrect. PREMPEH Basic.
15,000 Ghana cedis.
That is incorrect. Nana QUAINOO.
2,500.
Correct. Question 3. Find the sum of exterior angle of a regular polygon of 5 sizes. PREMPEH Basic. Nana QUAINOO.
360.
That is correct. Question 4. Audience, can you please allow the contestants to listen to the question? I know you're excited, but please tone down a bit. Now, question 4. The area of a triangle is 22.5 centimeters square. Find the measure of the base if the height is 9 centimeters. SOS.
2.05 centimeters.
That is incorrect. Yeah. PREMPEH Basic A?
5 centimeters.
5 centimeters is the correct answer. Question 6. What principle of physics is used in creating an atomic bomb? Nana QUAINOO.
Dalton atomic theory.
That is incorrect. You've all been bailed out. The answer expected is nuclear fission. Nuclear fission. Question 6. Abna was 16 years when Kwabna was 8 years. Abna is now 30 years. How old is Kwabna now? Nana QUAINOO?
38.
That is incorrect. SOS?
15.
That is incorrect.
14 years.
PREMPEH?
14 years.
14 years. No, the answer is 22 years. 22 years. Question 7. Which gas is responsible for the ozone layer? Nana QUAINOO.
Carbon dioxide.
That is not correct. SOS.
Oxygen.
No.
Ozone.
PREMPEH basic.
Ozone.
Question 8. If 2A equals 3B equals 4C, what is A is to B is to C? Okay. SOS?
2 is to 3 is to 4.
So you were already bailed out, eh?
Please.
And the answer is incorrect.
No.
Okay. So the expected answer is 6 is to 4 is to 3. Okay. Now question 9. Two objects, one having 3 times the mass of the other, are dropped from the same height in a vacuum. At the end of their fall, which one reaches the ground first and why? Nana QUAINOO.
The one with the most mass will drop first, and the one with the least mass will drop second. This is because the higher the mass of an object, the denser it is. So the object with the highest mass will drop first.
I disagree. You've been bailed out. They are going to fall at the same time because they are all being acted on by the force of gravity. The gravitational force will act on them and they are all going to fall at the same time. Question 10 is a preamble, and so please pay attention. In the determination of a liquid, the following pieces of information were obtained. Mass of empty bottle equals 40 grams. The mass of bottle and liquid equals 75 grams. And the volume of the liquid equals 5 centimeter cube. Now, calculate the density of liquid SOS.
7 grams per centimeter cube.
That is correct for 3 points. We have come to the end of round 2. So at the end of round 2, we have SOS GMEINER having -2 points. PREMPEH Basic A had 6 points. And QUAINOO Memorial JHS had 8 points.
I'm at the station. Please, can you give me the direction?
Oh, ask anyone.
Okay, madam.
Madam Punchy Peach.
Yes, so far you go Punchy Peach. Coso Road. Now, where is number 4 and Numde Avenue?
Oh, number 4 Numde Avenue. What they call? Front right, sharp left. Miss anyone by the roadside.
Thank you. Hello, please direct me to number 4 and Numde Avenue.
And there, see, go sir. Then you curve. You will see some people there, then you ask them. But anyway, I can drop you.
No, thanks. What far you go Punchy Peach? And give me direction to number 4 Numde Avenue.
Go sir. Thank you.
Please, can you direct me to number 24 Numde Avenue? Go, sir.
Keep going with the goodness of the new Fanny Yogo Punchy Peach. So cool, so good. This advert is FDA approved.
I can take you there. I'm not doing anything.
The question in this round will require contestants to perform a task, and then they would be assessed. The score for this round is 10 points. Contestants will be given up to 8 minutes to perform the task given. So today, the Science and Technology Challenge is to demonstrate basic skills in simple electrical circuits. Okay. So you have been provided with materials. So you are supposed to have 3 batteries. 3 batteries of potential difference says 9 volts, labeled A. Do you all have that one? Yes. Okay. And then you should have another with 1.5 volts, labeled B. You have that as well? And then the third one should also be 1.5 volts, labeled C.
Don't worry.
You should also have wire connectors. So now your task. An engineer needs to supply an electrical device with voltages of 10.5 volts and 12 volts. How would you build a circuit to produce a voltage of 12 volts using the batteries A, B, and C? So your question 1, you need to build a circuit to produce a voltage of 12 volts using A, B, and C. And then question 2 is to build a circuit to produce a voltage of 10.5 volts with the batteries A, B, and C. Are you okay? Yes. Are you clear? Can we start now? Yes. Okay. So if you are okay, at the sound of the bell, you will start work, and you have 8 minutes to do that and 10 minutes for this particular round. Contestants, well done. Round 3, they had to perform a task. And the task that they had to perform was to build a simple electrical circuit. A circuit that would generate either 12 volts or 10.5 volts using batteries and materials given them. So I have feedback from all 3 schools who tried to build the circuits. I would start with PREMPEH Basic. So PREMPEH Basic School had 9 volts of battery, 1.5 volts, and another 1.5 volts, and connecting cables. So PREMPEH Basic aligned the batteries serially, which was correctly done, and they connected the cables. However, the cables were not closed. So the battery connection was well done. It was a serial connection that would have given a 12 volts. That was correct. However, the connections were not closed. So at that point, we are supposed to, I'm supposed to award 5 marks for that particular exercise. And so I would give PREMPEH Basic 4 marks. For building a circuit that would produce 9 volts. PREMPEH Basic, again, instead of connecting parallel, so if you want to build a 9 volts with a 1.5 to 1.5 and a 9 volt battery, if you are building a 10.5, you would want to use the 9 volts and the 1.5 volts. Not side by side, but one after the other. However, PREMPEH Basic did it serially again, as before. So the 1.5 volt battery was not after the 9 volts battery. However, they were able to connect the cables, not also closely together. So at this point, I would want to award 2 out of 5 marks to PREMPEH Basic. For SOS, batteries were well aligned, serial alignments for the 12 volts battery, connectors well connected, and all the cables closed. So I would give SOS 5 out of 5 for building the circuit. When it comes to building for 10.5 volts, they also were able to do a parallel circuit connection. They connected the cables and they closed the cables. So here again, I will give them 5 out of 5. Now to Nana QUAINOO. Nana QUAINOO wanted a 12 volts. They did a serial connection very well, connected them with cables, and closed them. And so I will give them 5 out of 5 for building the 12 volts. However, they did not build the 10.5 volts. So they lose marks over there. So in total, they get 5. I would announce the marks for round 3. So at the end of round 3, we had Nana QUAINOO Memorial JHS having 5 points, PREMPEH Basic JHS having 6 points, and SOS HERMANN MEINER JHS having 10 points. Now round 4. Round 4 is termed decoding the clues. Decoding the clues. In this round, the question will be read out as a series of clues. If the question is answered correctly on the first clue, the school scores 6 points. If answered correctly on the second clue, the school scores 5 points. A correct answer on the third clue attracts 4 points. On the fourth and subsequent clues, you have 3 points awarded. Contestants are again expected to press their buzzers and wait to be called before attempting to answer the question. Failing to press the buzzer before answering disqualifies you from that question and nullifies your answer, even if your answer is correct. So we would start with the first question. I am made up of atoms. I can be found in the air we breathe. Nana QUAINOO.
Water.
That is incorrect. I exist everywhere and can be found in anything in this world because I can occupy space. Anything that has mass can contain me. SOS?
Matter.
Matter is correct. So he gave the answer on the third clue. He therefore scores 4 points for that. The second question. I am a pure metal. I make up 2% of Earth's crust. SOS.
Magnesium.
Magnesium is the correct answer. So he gets 5 points on the second clue. 5 points on the second clue. Number 3. I am probably the simplest and one of the oldest instruments still in use to assist computation. Nana QUAINOO.
Abacus.
Abacus is the correct answer on 1. First clue, 6 points. Number 4. In 1960, an international conference on weights and measures recommended that you drop me. In my system, mass is measured in kilograms, length in meters. SOS.
Système International.
I'll give it to you on the second clue. On the second clue is for 5 points. So we have our last question for the last round. Question 5. I was brought existence by Euclid, who is the father of geometry. I am a polygon in plane geometry with 4 edges and 4 vertices. I always have 2 diagonals. SOS?
Rectangle.
That is incorrect. PREMPEH basic?
Quadrilateral.
Quadrilateral is the correct answer. So he got it on clue 3, and that is 4 marks. So thank you very much, contestants. So we have come to the end of the contest, and marks are being collated for the final round. So thank you all very much for this very interesting and competitive contest. It has been keenly contested, and this gives an indication that all the schools are up to task and they have equal muscles in the competition. Thank you all very much. Thank you to the schools. Thank you to our audience, and we are also very grateful to our sponsors. And our sponsors include DTP, which is always timeless. We have Coca-Cola, Open to Better, Kingdom Books and Stationery, available for all your stationery needs. Lux City, being the main media house for the program, Lux City says we make memories together. We have Dex Technology, and Dex Technology says a new beginning for new engineers. Fair Green, Intelligent Business Solutions, Mocha Looks, Pure Beauty. Fonjo Images, we keep your memories alive. And for our media house, GH1, your best experience, Ultimate 106.5 FM, Ultimate Experience It. We are very grateful to all our sponsors, to all schools presented, and we are grateful to our audience, both in-house and online. Thank you all very much for coming, and as indicated earlier, after the announcement of the marks, we will have one school moving on to the semi-final stage of the competition. So let's see which school makes it to the semi-final. Would you want to have a guess? Which school do you think will make it to the semi-final? Is it SOS? Is it QUAINOO? Or is it PREMPEH Basic A? Okay, we are going to find out in a second. So when we finished with round 4, the marks collated for round 4 are as follows. We have PREMPEH Basic School with 4 points. QUAINOO Memorial School with 6 points, and SOS HERMANN School with 14 points. So those were the marks for round 4. Now putting everything together, we have QUAINOO Memorial School with 42 points. PREMPEH Basic A with 45 points. And SOS HERMANN School with 47 points. Thank you all very much. And so we have SOS HERMANN School progressing to the next stage of the competition, which is the semi-final stage. Well done to you all contestants for coming thus far, and thank you very, very much.